we're talking about NotebookLM that's going to change the way you work and learn. In this video, we're going to explore the game-changing ways you can use NotebookLM for different use cases in your day-to-day life. Whether you're a student, a researcher, a professor, a content creator, or a business, this tool has something for every. Just think of every PDF, video, documents, articles, websites you do frequently use on your day-to-day life to extract knowledge and apply relevant information in your work or in your student life can be converted into a knowledge base, or let's call it second brain, that you can query on demand whenever you need to extract some. The last point I'm going to discuss in this video is the most recent feature on podcast, and believe me, that's going to blow your mind. Now let's start directly with the walkthrough. We're going to explore the most effective ways of using the features provided by NotebookLM to help build a second brain for you. Go to notebooklm.google.com and you get into the landing page. You need to use your Gmail account to log in. So once you're on the landing page, if you're logging for the first time, you will get the option to first create a notebook. But if you already have a notebook created, then you directly land up here. Now, first thing first, I just wanted to show, like, I literally like the second option to list your notebooks. That's basically this one, where it's actually listed on the second option. I somehow don't like this style of listing your articles or listing your documents. Now once you're here, you can start creating a new notebook. So you get multiple options here. The first option is actually you can upload files from your local computer. Now you go to local drive and you can upload whichever document you want. Now you can actually upload your Google Docs and Google Slides from Google Drive. You can create a source with copied text, and one of the most important or interesting feature here, like you can directly use YouTube video link or any website link as a source of information for your notebook. Now for this video, I'll be mostly using Wikipedia links and couple of my own YouTube videos for analysis. YouTube video link here as a source, it's added. Now you can see it creates a summary automatically, and if you quickly read through this, I already read this one. For me, looks like it's a very good summarization of the content of my video. Now if you look at this, I created this video actually as an walkthrough of Perplexity features. It's a basically beginner to pro introduction to Perplexity. So if you are interested on this video, please visit my YouTube channel Darktopian Dreams, and there's a playlist for AI tools. You can find the video there directly. Now coming back to this video, now let's say on Perplexity, I actually added one more video later to explain the new feature of Perplexity Spaces. Now I am going to add that video link here. I have to go here, YouTube, and then add this link. Now once both the files are here, I will just ask to summarize, but before that, if you look here, you get predefined questions pre-populated at the bottom, and they are really good questions based on your content, and you can directly use them. Let's say I just want to use this question, I click it here. Now again, you can ask follow-up questions here. You can navigate through the questions available and you can use them. That actually I realized these questions are really helpful to start questioning the knowledge base. Now let me summarize this. Now you can actually start putting your prompt here and ask questions to NotebookLM on the content of the sources you have already uploaded. Now if you look at the insights NotebookLM has extracted the information synthesis and accuracy, up-to-date multiple information, customization, file upload and search, pro versus free version, collaboration, etc. Right? It's very interesting, and I think it has captured the essence of the insights very accurately. Now let me summarize this. Now if you look at this, the key insights, if you already looked at the key insights or the summary, you can see like it's now talking about collaborating with Perplexity Spaces, this section. But once this is actually basically I wanted to show you like it's actually NotebookLM is combining informations from these two sources. So if I remove these sources, this second source or second video, you won't get this collaboration coming in here. One of the important thing actually I mentioned before, NotebookLM is private. So what I mean, NotebookLM doesn't use the articles or your chat interactions for training their AI models. It comes with little bit of added difficulty. So you should not forget to save your note each time. So if you save your note here, it will come here directly on the right hand side. Now when I come here, you can see already there are 4 things predefined: study guide, FAQ, timeline and briefing document. I won't use timeline for this article because it doesn't make sense to create timelines on a technological explanation video. I will explore timeline with a different set of information. But here let's say I can explore FAQ. It takes a few seconds to generate that. Now if you go and open that FAQ, you can clearly see how well the questions and answers are being captured here. With little bit of cleanup, you should be able to use this directly in a blog post. Now if I go back, same way I can generate a study guide and a briefing document, and you can actually click both of them together. You don't need to wait for one of them to get complete first, and NotebookLM starts working on them at the same time. Now study guide is already generated. If you go here, it says instructions for quiz, answer key, easy questions, glossary of terms, etc. It's interesting. Now if you go to the briefing document, so this is the briefing document: Perplexity AI overview, then date, then introduction, key features. It talks about collaboration using Perplexity Spaces, advantages, potential drawback and risk, and it has a conclusion. Now if you look at this in terms of reusing your content for different social media platforms or any other platform for blogging, let's say I have an YouTube video, I want to create a blog post out of that and then publish as a blog post. This NotebookLM is going to make this much easier. So theoretically, when I look at this, a combination of the briefing document and the FAQ, you need to clean up little bit. It's not you can just copy paste and use it, but a combination of both with very minimum cleanup can result in a high quality blog post. Once you click on this, you go back to the previous screen. I just wanted to mention about one more thing here. So like I said, like if you save to note and it comes here as a note, at the same time whatever you have open, let's say I have this note here, I can convert this to a source. So when I say convert to source, it will come here. Now you can use this information as a source for your continued interaction with NotebookLM. I forgot to mention about one thing. So by default, when you run a question here, it takes into consideration all the sources available on the left hand side. So if you don't want to use some of them for your continued interactions, Either you can remove them, click here and remove, or you can uncheck here, so it won't be considered for the questions going forward. And again, you can click a check here to get it back into your source list. You can always go back here, add to source, and you can continue to upload your sources or add your sources here. And if you look at the source limit, it's 50 sources or up to 50 sources you can use for each notebook. Now we are going to talk about the most discussed feature of NotebookLM, that's generating podcast from your content. I am sure you must have already heard about that, because everybody is talking about this. Now there is one very important point here while creating your podcast that nobody is talking about. It's the customization. So you can click on customize and you can put some basic instructions like, so these actually control the way your podcast will be framed. Now if you click on generate, it will generate the podcast for you. Generating podcast takes couple of minutes. I think sometimes I have seen it goes to 4-5 minutes also, but if you look at this, from my 10 minutes video, it has created almost 12-minute podcast. You won't go through this for long, but just for a few seconds to play how it's coming out to be.
Hey listeners, ever get bogged down sifting through endless search results?
Yeah, trying to piece together a clear answer from tons of links.
It can be super frustrating.
Totally.
So today we're diving into a tool that might just change how you learn Perplexity AI.
It's like,
if you're following the words being used or the tone being used, it's actually customized based on the instruction we provided. Now we are going to explore the most recent feature that was launched on the podcast, basically where you can join the podcast and ask questions in between. Now we click on interactive mode. It's currently on beta version. It will ask you to give your microphone permissions if it's not given already, or if you're trying out for the first time, but I have done this already, it didn't ask me. Now first you play the audio podcast and then click on join.
oh hey, our listener wants to join in. What's up?
Hello, can you just list down the key benefits of using Perplexity over the general search engines?
Absolutely. I think that's a great question, and it's really the heart of what we're talking about today.
Yeah, so to sum it up, Perplexity really shines by giving you direct answers instead of just a bunch of links.
Exactly. And it's all.
So basically, I can join in between the podcast and ask questions and get answers for that. I'm telling you, start using this feature. It's mind-blowing. I forgot to talk about one very important but quick feature. It's not much time to discuss. It's basically you can share your notebooks with your friends or colleagues. There's a button for share. Once you click on that, you can add people with their email address, basically sharing with them the work you already done. So they can come and look at your work, and they can even contribute. There is one more way actually you can share. Basically, you can just copy link, share this link with a friend. If you like the content of this video, please don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. For similar videos, please visit my YouTube channel, Dactopian Dream.